Yo, what's up guys, it's me Jake here, and today I'm going to be making a One Piece video, because if you watch a couple of my older videos, or see me active on like Discords or Instagram, or even if you saw my stream the other day, then you know I'm actually currently rereading One Piece. Now, before I get into this is going to have major spoilers for the ending of Enies Lobby, so if you've not read up to around volume 45 or chapter 430, then I would suggest just clicking off this video, because this is gonna have major spoilers up until that point. So yeah, if you like this video, please go down there and hit that like and subscribe button, and let's just get straight into this video. To start off with, what made me think about this video idea is how much that this volume kind of just made me cry. I'll be honest, this volume really hurt me to read, not like in a bad way. Most of it was really just hyped up crying, like I was like so happy that this stuff was happening now. I said it was a reread. I've already read One Piece twice. The first time I didn't get up to here, but the second time I got all like around Wano, like once it was starting. So I've already read this, but even though I already read it and knew what was gonna happen, it still just came out of me. To start off, before I get into this, I want to say another spoiler warning. If you've not read One Piece, please go do it, because it's really good. You might just be daunted by the effect of how many chapters there are with the 900 plus chapters, but don't worry, if you like the series, then it's just like an endless hole of enjoyment. So I would say just give it a shot. Don't really trust what you're reading until around Arlong Park or Baratie, which is around like 50 chapters in. Before that, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. I'd say Baratie is when it starts picking up, and then Arlong Park is definitely the best arc in the East Blue, and then it keeps getting better from there. So yeah, I would just say if you're trying to get into One Piece, that's the way you should. Start off with this video. Volume 44. This volume is, like the title says, the volume that broke me. Because if you don't know, this volume made me cry 3 separate times. And not just like me crying, and then, oh, I got even worse during this point. I literally stopped reading 3 times so I can cry. And that's kind of something that doesn't usually happen, but it did it. Oda has a way to make me do just to cry, and Oda has a way just to make me super hype. Oda is such a magnificent mangaka. Follow me on Twitter. I literally posted like a whole rant on why Oda is amazing. Yeah, about that. It is true. Oda is probably the best mangaka out there right now. I'm not doubting him at all. I think he's probably the best one out there. But first point that made me cry to start this video off is when Soga King finally reveals himself to Luffy, but he doesn't just take his mask off to Luffy. He takes it off without Luffy seeing, and Usopp's there, and he's screaming for Luffy when Luffy's about to lose to Lucci. Now, this has so much impact when you actually think about the things that happen in Water 7, the tribulations that both Usopp and Luffy had together, everything that built up to this point. Now, Usopp and Luffy had separate views on them going merry and how it would leave. Usopp wanted to stick with it while Luffy wanted to get rid of it, and not like completely just burn it away, but he wanted a new ship purely because that ship was not going to be good enough to sail the Grand Line anymore. But Usopp stuck with the ship. They fought. Usopp left the crew, and seeing him finally just try to pick up Luffy again and try and help him to get to this final goal and beat this guy is just something that means so much to the story and the impact it had on the characters. It's just such an amazing moment when you just see Usopp just screaming Luffy across a broken bridge nowhere near Luffy, and Luffy still sees him and it's like, Usopp, what are you doing here? It's just like, it's such a good moment. Hopefully I can find the moment. I literally got it. This moment right here. Hopefully you can see that good. But almost all these are like the last 3 chapters-ish. Like they're all in like the ending of this volume. Like they're all from like here on. Like it's so small, but it has so much impact. Now that also leads to what happens next with Luffy defeating Lucci and barely being able to move, and them having to find a way out of Enies Lobby because they're in the gates of justice. There's nothing that they can do. The bridge is down. All the ships are overtaken by millions and millions. Well, I don't know really about millions, but many, like insane amounts of Marines. But then they just hear this voice coming out of nowhere and it's screaming, "Jump off, jump off." And this is actually the Going Merry, as it came all the way from Water 7 to Enies Lobby to save its friends. And the Going Merry had its own will, and this was because of how much they treated the Going Merry well and how they treated it amazing, that it grew will and it wanted to help these people. It wanted to help its crew. And this is the moment when they jumped off to get to the Merry. It's kind of hard to see, but it's such a good moment, and it really brought a lot of impact after seeing how much struggle they had with it, with Usopp getting it, and then Usopp having to go to Frankie, and Frankie basically destroying it in front of Usopp's face and letting it go to the Aqua Laguna. And then we find out a little bit later on about how Iceberg actually fixed it up a little bit so it can at least sail just a little bit longer. And seeing them have to jump for this Going Merry just meant so much. So just made me so happy to see it come back. And of course, the last point that I feel like all of you probably are guessing is what also made me cry in this volume, is the moment that happened at the end where Oda makes you find a way to cry over a ship. And I could not believe how Oda made me cry over a pirate ship, but he found a way. This ship meant so much to the crew, mostly Usopp. It meant so much because they did not have a shipwright. They had Usopp to fix everything, even though he wasn't good at fixing it. He still did his best, and that's what built up this will in the ship. It really did mean a lot to see, and I really it just all came out of me. I just felt like this, I need to make a video on this. It's such an amazing volume. It was not just that I cried because it was sad, it was crying because it was, the last one was sad. The first two were just like moments that happened that are such good moments that was built up to it perfectly, and that's because Oda is so amazing at writing. He's one of the best mangakas out there, and I just gotta give it up to him, man. Like, I know if you can write like 900 chapters, you must be doing something right. If you're writing the best-selling manga ever, you must be doing something right. But Oda, man, you're amazing. That's all I had to say. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!